studio. But these days I spend a lot more time with CEOs, and I guess my passion is more about solutions that just work, solutions that are easy for the end users to start customizing and just getting up and running. So my question, the things I'd like to hear about from you is, what are your thoughts about the consistency of the different products? In the old days we had Office, you got to know Word, you would know Excel, you'd be able to do basic things. If you get an end user now to maybe customize SharePoint to make a few changes to a list, if you get a power user to make a few changes to a CRM entity, if you get a power user to make a few changes to work items in TFS, it's a completely different experience. And I guess I've watched end users customize Salesforce and other products like this, and you don't really leverage much that you learn in one product to another product when you're just a power user. You seem to be forced to go to a developer. It just seems that I guess I'd just like to hear your thoughts about the consistency across the different products. I know originally, many years ago, when I knew little about Microsoft, I thought it was a big, great organisation, and then I came and I realised it was very decentralised, lots of small teams, which has lots of great things about it. But once you become a mainstream product, and once the small team turns into a big, successful product, there needs to come a point where maybe you have a consistency team across the products.
Right. It's a great point, and let me just come back to something that I had said kind of in my opening remarks about outside in. When the organization scales, it is difficult. When an organization is small, people talk to one another. There aren't many things to coordinate, and so a lot of that happens more or less naturally. As organizations get big, as the number of products get large, people focus on their accountabilities and their specific the success of their specific thing. One of the reasons that I have kind of picked up this outside-in style in dealing with teams over the years is simply that as systems become more complex, seamlessness and interoperability, whether it's at the programmatic level, the systems management level, or the end user level, becomes as relevant and as important as any given feature in a given product. People, if people can just simply use things together or manage them as a seamless whole, they will stick with those products. So when I meet with teams, that is by trying to bring them up and hold them accountable to empathy with the user and empathy with people on the outside, a lot of those questions come up, and people are challenged then to ask and answer those questions regarding other products. It's not commenting from an organizational management perspective, I haven't found in the past that it's effective to create an overlay organization that is just worrying about seamlessness. I think it really has to be part of everyone's job in terms of feeling empathy for the user who has to use multiple products, and then it'll get designed in from day one. And my role is to kind of act as an accountability mechanism for making sure that those kinds of things happen across the groups.
All right, so we have time for one last question, and you all have an MVP lead who you can ask questions to for Ray. So we're going to make the commitment to